Hello, on the planet and beyond. It's Sade of Between Here and There, environmental consulting for global hygiene and applications of information technology. We define global hygiene as the cleanliness and the health of the planet. Our main focus now, to narrow things down before we expand, is water purity. And that comes with testing and understanding our water systems. As human beings, we use fresh water. That's for our hygiene, for what we cook with, etc. Even in the process of nuclear energy, fresh water is used in those reactors. They use pure water to cool the reactors and therefore provide us with clean energy. Now, we need to think about our water footprint. It's not just the consumption of water in its form, okay? It's also the clothing, the materials, what we eat, what season we're eating it in. All those factors. Water is included in so many different factors that some people don't think of. Like, for example, this shirt, I wear natural materials. There's a water tax that comes with that. How much water was used in the production of these materials? How much water was used in the production of the energy used to run the machines to weave this material into be what it is? Those are some of the things we need to think about. However, it expands even further. And so when we're looking at what we're developing as a society, we need to start looking at that because we're running the world into a very bad situation. We haven't come across a situation like this on a global scale in a really long time. Anytime throughout history where we have destroyed the planet decided to destroy the people, okay? And so that's what's reoccurring here. And we need to see that and put a stop to it because a lot of our consumption habits, all of our consumption habits, have a huge impact on our water system. Yes, this is a blue planet, and it seems that we have so much water because we think of the oceans. However, a good video to check out, environmental environmental geek. It's I believe it's called Water Planet, and it's where, let me look it up. I haven't watched it in a while. Water World. Hold on. Okay, it's yeah, so it's called Water World. I mean, it got a 48% on Rotten Tomatoes. But anyway, Rotten Tomatoes, they need to think about how much water went into creating those tomatoes. So Water World is basically, in a nutshell, the ice caps melted, so our fresh water was mixing with our salt water. And because of that, we didn't have access to fresh water. 3% of our water is in 3% of our water is fresh water. A lot of that percentage is in glaciers, okay? So with global warming, this film emulates what could happen if we don't get ahead of our pollution, because what we're doing, what we're sending into the atmosphere is poking holes in the ozone, which is allowing direct sun rays coming in, which warms the planet. That warming of the planet, the water is able to cool the planet. However, if you're damaging the defense mechanism, you're increasing the rate in which we destroy the planet. So, with each and everything you do, and I understand when it comes to business, you want to be a millionaire, perform the highest that you can. However, we need to start looking at what we're doing, how each individual is contributing to the destruction of the planet. You either destroying it or you're building it. There are some levels which you can maintain it by whatever you use. you're recycling it back into the system. However, that energy kind of goes somewhere else. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. However, it can be transferred to other things. And so with the movie Waterworld, he was traveling around on a boat and their currency was literally water, fresh water, because it takes so much energy to process salts out of water to get pure water. So I almost want to leave you with this because I have some other things that I want to record as far as videos and information. But please pass this around to people because there's a lot of industries that are huge when it comes to marketing these some products even very cheaply made, and it has a high water tax on those items, okay? A water tax or a water footprint. So, yeah, my mission is to clean these water systems. Therefore, we need each individual because if we start inserting a lot of mechanical cleanup, we end up messing up the ecology, the balance of organisms as well as animal organisms, fauna as well as flora. Once those systems starts to become destroyed as well, we propel ourselves into a whole nother issue because we do consume other organisms to sustain our protein, our nutrients, etc. in our vessel. So the mission at Between Here and There is to clean those water systems by hand for the most part. So having a device, a buoy device to route those materials, remove them, test those waters, implement remediation as well as a form of citizen science so we know exactly what's going on at all times of our water so we can get ahead of any sort of spills, any sort of other chemical or biological incidents which contaminates our water systems, okay? There was a time people could just drink from a stream. I mean, you still had to worry about, if an animal passed away too close to the water system or fecal matter, things like that. However, for the most part, as a collective, we understood the importance of keeping water systems clean. However, now a lot of companies are creating different things and they're not thinking of the end of life of that product. And so when it's done with them, they just throw it out as waste. Any waste chemicals, they just throw it into the river and claim it to be okay because it's only a certain parts per million and parts per billion. However, if you think logically, no matter what size particle that is approved, after a while it becomes concentrated. Especially when you have organizations lined up neck and neck. That's going to build up its concentration to where it becomes a poisonous level. So whatever we're doing, whatever we're creating, we need to ensure that it has an end of life, what we're going to do with the waste, how can we put it back into some system, turn it into fuel, turn it into food, turn it into something that's not disrupting our planet. So check out BetweenHTLLC.com. I'm always doing constant updates. I need to refine it more to focus solely on water. However, there's other things that I'm interested in getting into when it comes to camping, hiking, gardening, agriculture, husbandry. Found out that's the word now for when you're dealing with like farm animals and understand their nutrient that provides nutrients to the planet. Their fecal matter is a form of fertilizer, and so therefore we can put it in a system where it's recycled back into. So you can also donate to the organization Between HT LLC. The money goes to the Water Purity Project. If you want to donate to me specifically, because I'm running this ship on my own, So when it comes to meetings and places I need to be and go, that's on my dollar. I know the Most High God, the Creator, has everything in alignment and is making sure I'm taken care of. However, life is life, and we live on this physical plane. As much as I would love to just fly like a butterfly, there's things that we have to take care of in the 3D. And so if you want to support me directly, my Cash App is Science Tings, and that's TINGS, and you'll see Fola Sade, which is me. And I think that's it for this video. I'm going to post some on TikTok as well. And I appreciate your time. I want to do more education videos, and I think just overall getting an understanding of the planet and how we interact with it will be best. So thank you for your time, and I'll talk to you later. Drop any comments below. Share, so that way I could get my numbers up and I could be more active and be able to provide you with more. However, right now I'm just teeter-tottering the expanse of life. So I appreciate it. Thank you so very much, and we got this.